Nah guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors trade. What just happened in the Bay Area has sent shockwaves not only through Golden State Warriors fans, but across the entire NBA. This is not an exaggeration. It's not speculation. It's not rumor. This is officially confirmed and very real, and nobody saw it coming. This bombshell Warriors announcement has stunned everyone, leaving fans speechless, rivals on alert, and the basketball world scrambling to comprehend what this means for the future of the league. Golden State has done it again, but this time they've gone in a direction no one expected. Sources close to the organization, league insiders, and even top analysts are all aligning around one single fact. This move changes everything. Their Warriors once again have shocked the NBA with a decision so bold, so unexpected, and so game-altering that it's difficult to even process. In what is now being described as a front office masterstroke, their Warriors have confirmed a move that not only ends one chapter of their historic dynasty, but potentially launches the beginning of an entirely new era. This isn't just about rebuilding. It's about reimagining what Golden State basketball looks like moving forward. In a stunning announcement, their Warriors have officially traded Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Looney, and a 2026 first-round pick in a three-team deal that has brought them back a superstar level forward. Someone who has long been on their radar, but was always considered out of reach. That's right. According to confirmed reports, the Golden State Warriors are acquiring Brandon Ingram in a move that virtually nobody predicted. Not this off-season, not this soon, and certainly not as the team looked like it was preparing for a quieter transition period. Let's stop for a second and absorb that. Brandon Ingram, an all-star caliber player, one of the most versatile scorers in the game, still only 26 years old, is now pairing up with Stephen Curry. This is a complete shock to not only Warriors Nation, but the entire Western Conference. Just a few days ago, most fans were wondering whether Golden State would try to simply hang on to what they had. Would they keep Wiggins? Would they ride with the same core that struggled this past season? Would they possibly take a conservative approach and stay patient? The answer now is loud and clear. Absolutely not. This move proves one thing. Their Warriors are not wasting time. They're not waiting. They're not settling for mediocrity. They are still fully committed to winning now. And acquiring Brandon Ingram is their latest and boldest attempt to give Steve Curry the help he needs before his window starts to truly close. Ingram gives the Warriors something they've lacked since Kevin Durant left, a true wing scorer who can create off the dribble, shoot from distance, finish at the rim, and defend multiple positions. This is the kind of player that could instantly elevate the Warriors back into serious championship contention. Now, obviously, the cost was high. Losing Andrew Wiggins is no small thing. He was a key piece in their 2022 championship run. He took on elite defensive assignments night after night. He hit big shots in the playoffs. And for a while, it looked like he'd become the perfect two-way wing for this system. But his inconsistency last season, both on the court and off it, raised some concerns within the organization. He struggled to regain form. His shooting slumped. His presence felt less impactful, and in the ultra-competitive Western Conference, their Warriors knew they had to upgrade. And then there's Kevin Looney, a three-time champion, a Warrior in every sense of the word, a fan favorite. Losing him is heartbreaking. He's been the anchor in the paint, the guy who did all the dirty work, the player who never complained, never demanded attention, and always delivered when it mattered most. His rebounding, his toughness, his heart, they were all essential to Golden State's success. But the NBA is a business, and to make big moves sometimes you have to say goodbye to players you love. The front office made this move with one goal in mind. surround Stephen Curry with the highest level of talent possible while he's still at the top of his game. And here's where things get even crazier. Brandon Ingram might not be the last piece. Sources say their Warriors are still engaged in talks with other teams to potentially land a backup point guard and a stretch big. There are even whispers of a possible reunion with veteran Andre Iguodala in a front office or coaching role, bringing back championship wisdom to support a new direction. And then there's Soto. The rumors just won't go away. In fact, they're getting louder. With the Warriors now needing size and upside at the center position, Kayato's name is climbing back into the conversation. At 73, with shooting touch and high basketball, Kayato remains a fascinating project. Reports suggest the Warriors are open to offering him a non-G guaranteed training camp deal to evaluate his fit alongside players like Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, who will now be asked to take a big step forward in the absence of Looney and Wiggins. A player who doesn't need the ball constantly but can still take over games when Steve is double-teamed. And speaking of scoring, imagine a lineup with Curry, Ingram, Klay Thompson, if resigned, Draymond Green, and a developing big like Trace Jackson-Davis. Add in the spacing, the ball movement, and the defensive switchability, and suddenly this Warriors team is looking dangerous again. The league is already reacting. Executives are calling this a power play. Analysts are saying it's the most underrated trade of the offseason. NBA players are posting shocked emojis, and Warriors fans, they're torn between sadness over losing longtime favorites and excitement for what's to come. There's also one big question lingering now. What happens with Klay Thompson? Will he stay and chase one more championship run with his brother Steve and a new dynamic partner like Ingram? Or will he explore a fresh opportunity elsewhere? The front office has said the door is open, but this move clearly signals a shift. The team is getting younger, faster, more athletic. If Klay is on board, the team becomes even more dangerous. If not, Golden State may be ready to pass the torch to the next generation. This is what great franchises do. They don't wait. They don't panic. They plan. They strike. They adapt. And the Golden State Warriors have just pulled off one of the most surprising and strategic moves in recent memory. It wasn't flashy at first glance, but now everyone's realizing just how impactful it truly is. Golden State is not fading into irrelevance. They're not content with past banners. They're pushing forward, rebuilding on the fly. And most importantly, they're doing it the Warrior way, boldly, confidently, and with championship DNA in every decision. Drop a comment below. Are you excited about Brandon Ingram joining their Warriors? Was this the right move? Will Curry finally get that fifth ring? And what about Soto? Should the Warriors give him that shot? Smash that like button if you're stunned by this move. And make sure to subscribe for more real-time Warriors news and analysis. Turn on those notifications, because if today taught us anything, it's that in Golden State, you never know when the next bombshell is coming. Stay locked in, Dub Nation. We're witnessing history again.